Solid preparation production line. Solid preparation production line combines the GHL series high shear mixing granulator, FL series fluid bed dryer, YI series fluid bed hopper lifting machine, HLD series hopper mixing machine, LDT series hopper lifting feeder, etc. This production line integrates the electromechanical integration technology of PLC and a frequency conversion control system. This production line is widely used in pharmaceutical, chemical, and food industries. The production line fully complies with GMP and FDA requirements for pharmaceutical production. The raw material can be loaded into the chamber via vacuum loading system in GHL series high shear mixing granulator. First, the vacuum source evacuates the air in the closed cylinder through the pressure-resistant steel wire hose and the filter at the top of the cylinder head. Under the action of vacuum suction, the powder quickly enters the cylinder through the steel hose. After fishing loading material into the chamber, turn off the feeding valve, turn on the vent valve and the stirring motor on the bottom of the chamber. First, the material is mixed at a low speed for a short period of time, then increase the speed for high-speed mixing. The material on the bottom surface of the tank is moved along the surface of the paddle to the arc inner wall of the cylinder under the action of the spiral thrust of the paddle. After hitting the wall, the powder is double-acted by the thrust and the pressing force. The movement is immediately changed to the upward direction. The material tumbles up and hits the upper cone of the cylinder wall, and the direction of motion changes again, tumbling toward the middle of the tank, finally falling back to the bottom. After mixing evenly, the automatic control system starts the side spray function. The purified compressed air presses the adhesive in the pressure tank to the upper part of the cylinder head through the pipeline. The fan-shaped nozzle atomizes the adhesive and sprays the surface of the powder. The material in the fluidized state gradually wets and becomes the soft material. At this time, the rotating motion of the high-speed chopping knife installed horizontally on the wall of the cylinder, and the stirring slowly produces the vortex, so that the particles collide more uniformly and finely, and finally form stable spherical particles. After the granulation is completed, the stirring paddle is adjusted to rotate at a low speed gap. The discharge valve is opened, and the wet granules flow into the granulator through the discharge port. Under the cooperation of the high-speed rotating granulator live and the fixed-state mounted screen, the wet granules is arranged into fine granules of uniform size. The wet granulating device is discharge port equipped with a vacuum transport device. The granulating particle will be conveyed to the fluid bed dryer by negative pressure. Turn on the control system, lifting the cylinder to sealing the drying chamber. The fresh air will be processed by primary efficiency filter, surface cooler, the humidification device, medium efficiency filter, heat exchanger, high efficiency filter, and duct. The material will fall into the bottom of the fluid bed dryer via the air distributing plate. The hot air will uniformly fall into the granulating chamber, and the material will be fluidizing and drying. During fluidizing, the hot air will evaporate the moisture. The hot air temperature can be adjusted by controlling the heat exchanger on the HMI touch screen. The PLC program will automatically control the air temp in a reasonable range. The hot and cold air grill with cylinder linkage control precisely adjusts the proportion of the hot and cold air, and controls the airflow temperature within the set process range. The inlet duct is equipped with an adjustable open degree automatic valve, which can control the flow rate of inlet wind. the inlet of the air pipe can be installed with a flow rate meter, the temperature and humidity meter, to detect parameters such as air flow rate and humidity. When granulating, the liquid material is sent to the spray gun through the peristaltic pump. After being atomized by the compressed air, the material is injected into the nozzle through the pipeline, sprayed into the granulating chamber, atomized into fine droplets, sprayed in the fluidized bed. Mixing with the mother powder is not sprayed, bound into granules. While the granules are dried by hot air, the fine material powder rises under the action of strong air current. A part of the fine powder rises to the filter bag and is captured. And after a certain time, the left exhaust valve is closed. The filter bag of the left chamber is shaken up and down under the action of the air cylinder, and the shaken powder falls in the fluidized bed and granulates again. After shaking the bag, the left exhaust valve is open again. After a certain period of time, the right exhaust damper is closed, and the right chamber filter bag of the filter chamber is shaken. The left and right chambers alternately vibrate in this cycle, and work continuously to clean up the collected powder, so that the filter bag can be kept clear, and the mixing, drying, and granulation operations can be completed efficiently. The exhaust air from the top dusting chamber will enter into the secondary dust collector. After filtering the fine powder again, the small particle will be exhausted outside by the suction fan via the silencer. After granulating process, turn off the machine, release the seating cylinder, then pull the particle chamber. The fluid bed hopper lifting machine will fasten with the particle chamber. Then the particle chamber will be lifted and turned over 180 degrees. Adjust the height of the particle chamber based on the operating height. Open the valve. The material flows into the chamber of the dry type granulator. Under the action of the granulator knives and the screen, the dry granules are granulated into uniform granules into the hopper. After the discharging is completed, the cone rises to the set height. Push the hopper into the automatic lifting mixing, setting different parameters: operator identity information, jug varieties, batch management information, process parameters, and the touch screen, and turn on the infrared sensing device to detect the warning line in the touch screen. The mixer starts mixing process via PLC program. When the mixing time is reached, the driven motor slows down the mixing speed, and the hopper will finish the vertical positioning. Then choose separation on side or fall down directly. Reach the right position, push out the mixing hopper. The hopper is pushed into the lifting arm via the electrical control and hydraulic system. The lifting arm lifts the hopper upward. After the lifting arm passes the backstop device, the locking tongue automatically pops out to prevent the lifting arm from falling accidentally. After the hopper raised to the sighting height, the operator rotates the support frame to the specified angle and connect with the feeding port of the tablet press machine. Then adjust the height of lift arm and turn on the material valve. The materials will fall into the tablet press machine.